channel real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Your go whenever you're good.
Okay. Okay, let's see. All right. Dude, how's it going?
Oh, I'm struggling. Just like in general.
Dude, same. Do you think you can be all right?
No, probably not.
Dude, same.
You've just logged into the 3-Bit Gamer Show. Welcome to the 3-Bit Gamer Show. I'm JD.
This is Peterson.
And we're going to get through it, you guys.
It's fine. Like,
Maybe.
I feel pretty medium. So,
you know why we're going to get through it? Because we don't have another choice.
Because we have to. We do this for you guys. And, like, you're welcome.
Because as Matthew McConaughey says in True Detective, I lack the constitution for suicide. So I'm just
lack
here.
The constitution for suicide.
I just have to keep going. I have no choice.
Oh my gosh. That's my favorite dark humor joke I've heard in a long time. So I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Live from the 3-Bit Gamer Show. The news. All right, our news this week is brought to us by Crave. Crave cookies. Crave Cookies is a soda and cookie shop, and don't let these a-holes in corporate America fool
Who are
you.
they? Oh,
we do dirty sodas. Don't go to McDonald's or Taco Bell.
Oh yeah, they're really trying
bullshit
to
dirty
go
soda.
after. No, it's not the
Although
same.
I gotta say, I'd kill for a Baja Blast dirty soda. I mean, what I would do with a Baja Blast fountain in my store.
I do PG-13 things to bottles of dirty Baja Blast.
Yeah, are you kidding me? Like, just I can't even imagine. I'd put dragon fruit in it. I'd put banana in it. I'd put cotton candy in it. I just see where things go.
Oh,
but come to Crave, and we'll do most of that just without the Baja Blast.
Yeah, that's
Crave
true.
also has a rotating menu of a bunch of different cookies every week. Every Friday, we give you more cookies. Just this endless pile of cookies.
Dude, like keep getting them.
I love Lucy, and they just keep coming.
Mm-hmm.
Every week, a new pile of cookies for you to eat. This week, coming up on Friday, the Rockstar is, I believe, the new monthly cookie. I think that's the cookie
that's
of
a good
month.
one.
It's the
That's a good
Rockstar.
one.
That's the one that has semi-sweet chips, milk chocolate chips, pretzels, and toffee all mixed up in there. Then the blueberry sour cream. I know Peterson.
Oh, like that one.
Yeah. Also, that's the cookies and cream Kit Kat, which for some reason is one of our, I think it's one of our top 3 or 4 best-selling cookies of all time. Cookies and
cream Kit Kat.
A couple million people can't be wrong. I guess that's the one. I don't know. I think it's I think, honestly, most of our cookies are Picassos in that they are not appreciated in their time. There are so many good
cookies. One day they will be.
No, I'm going to cut off my ear. I'm so upset about it. Also, the Coco de Leche.
Wasn't that Van Gogh?
Fuck. It was Van Gogh.
It's all right. We can mix it together. It doesn't matter.
Nice call out. Thank you.
I got you, dog.
Picasso was just regular sad, you guys.
Yeah, he was just kind of pathetic.
Like
he was prostitutes.
Cut your ear off sad.
He was prostitutes. He did lots.
He's like sad. I have syphilis. I'm so sad. About
so much syphilis.
The Coco de Leche is the chocolate cookie that has like Coco de Leche seasoning flavor, whatever, coconut, cinnamon. I don't know.
Cocoa,
and then it's got
it's Coco de Leche.
A Dulce de Leche swirl of caramel, and it's like a sandwich cookie.
Dulce de Leche.
Oh,
nice. Okay.
It's really good. And then the horchata churro, which is Trent's all-time favorite cookie.
Loves it.
So basically, this is our. If you didn't pick up the theme, did you pick up the theme?
It's
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo.
This is our Cinco de Mayo menu. So get on down to Crave Cookies and get your Cinco on. Oh, nice. Thanks. Harmonizing.
I got you.
Microsoft has revealed its latest business strategy for Xbox is, quote, just keep them guessing.
Just nobody knows, honestly.
We don't know. You don't know. How can you know if I don't know?
Nobody, honestly.
Can't be any leaks at Xbox because they don't know what they're doing enough to leak it.
Do you want to leak it?
The latest news out of Microsoft's Xbox is that the Xbox Game Pass price has dropped, and I would say fairly substantially. It's gone from $30 for Game Pass Ultimate, which is, I think, the biggest one, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's the most expensive one. It's gone from $30 a month down to $23 a month. And PC Game Pass, the one that concerns me and Peterson, although you have regular, don't you? For console?
I have Ultimate, I think. Just don't. Okay.
It's a lot of money.
My kids use it a lot, so I'm like,
buy a full Xbox every year.
Every now and then, I'm like, can you guys can we cancel this? And they're like, well, I'm using it a ton, and I'm like, oh, God, you guys start paying me for this.
I'll just if you're using it a ton, I feel like you're playing one game on it. I'll just buy you that game. But that PC Game Pass has gone from $16.50 down to $14 a month, which is closer to the original $10 it launched at back when we used to always sing it high praises.
Yeah,
but to counterbalance that, you're like, wow, they're just dropping prices. No, they are also removing Call of Duty from the same day release on Game Pass, which anybody who's listened to this podcast for a year or more is already filled in this blank. But you guys, I just have to say it because it is the most insane thing. And I sent this story to Peterson earlier this week. I couldn't wrap my head around it. They spent $69 billion, not counting legal fees and all the other things, to acquire Call of Duty, the maker of Call of Duty, Activision and Blizzard. Blizzard was just like a whatever. We don't care.
Yeah.
They did it for Call of Duty. They spent $70 billion on Call of Duty, over 3 times the annual budget of NASA. Microsoft spent on Call of Duty, and shooty shoot video game.
And at the time, Game Pass was their strategy. So you're like, oh, they want it for Game Pass, so everyone will get Game Pass, right?
NASA just sent a rocket around the moon for a quarter of what you spent. With people in it.
Yeah.
On Call of Duty, because you wanted to put it on Game Pass, and then after a year, maybe 2?
I can't remember, probably a couple years.
They have taken it out of Game Pass, and they just spent that much, $70 billion on a single video game, essentially.
JD has been saying this for a long time. They are never going to make this money back. Hold on.
And it's so bad because you guys remember last year in, I think it was October, Microsoft, we were reporting that Microsoft lost $30 million. No, this was actually earlier this year because Microsoft lost $30 million from Call of Duty being on Game Pass. 30 million. So they bought it for $70 billion, and they bought a 9-figure liability on top of that. It's not making money, it's costing money because their strategy was so foolish. And so now they've reversed course, and they've said beginning this year, future Call of Duty titles won't join Game Pass Ultimate or PC Game Pass at launch. New Call of Duty games will be added to Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass during following holiday season, which is about a year. And
how's that going to work out? Here you go. Ready?
Hi, Jerry. Michael Scott. Well, this is slightly embarrassing. I'm going to have to ask you to pay me a little bit more money for that delivery we dropped off yesterday. Yeah, we did. Yeah. We got the check, but we're just going to need a much, much bigger check.
Yep. We got the check, $70 million, but we also need $300 million a year. That's going to come out of our accounts because our strategy for buying this game, Phil Spencer, is just
what is Xbox strategy? Like, could you? I feel like several years ago we could have pinned it down to they want Game Pass to be on everything. That's what they're shooting for. Now, I don't know. Like,
right.
put
They've
stuff
seen
on,
it
take stuff off.
And the Xbox
raise the
ports,
price, lower the
we've
price.
reported that Microsoft has ported games over to the PlayStation that have sucked. They've been busted as hell on launch. They're old Xbox games and they don't even work. And they expect PlayStation players to just buy them. It's not 2010 anymore. There's no novelty to playing Gears of War on PlayStation 3. Yeah. Nobody cares anymore. It doesn't matter. So this is one of the first things out of the new CEO, Asha Sharma, who we were not very kind to because I will say did not think she had any of the requisite experience to be running this. However, I will say, for somebody that has been set up, I think this is what I would have done. Is this not what you have done to staunch the bleeding here on Xbox? Like that $300 million, like you have to pull Call of Duty off Game Pass. Absolutely. Yeah. That's a no-brainer, which is, I think something I talked about, the glass cliff that Sharma's dealing with now is that she has been set up to fail. She is a new female CEO. They're going to put her in here, and she's the first female CEO of Xbox, and they're going to put her in here, and then when things go tits up, despite her best efforts, they're going to say, like, oh, well, bitches, what can you do, man? Yeah, they try, but they're not really here for video games. But yeah, so I don't think that she's being set up for success here, but I do think she's trying her best, and I think this is the correct move. She isolated this, said we need to lower the price of Game Pass. It's asinine, which is, I think, very notable that certainly no other major subscription service in the world or this country has done something like this. You haven't seen Netflix come out and be like, hey, we know everyone's feeling squeezed and we've canceled the second season of like 10 shows you love, so we're going to drop your price by $5 a month. No. So I think this is a really fashion forward move from her, and I think this is good.
Except I'm going to do a little prediction. It's too little too late.
Absolutely.
I think one thing they saw was they raised prices, and every time they did that, they lost subscribers, and they're chasing that. Like, well, if we just bump it up just a little bit more, we might lose a few more, but like I think we'll be able to, kind of be net positive on how many we've lost versus how much is coming in. And I don't think they're getting goodwill back. People that have left, I think the percentage of those people that come back, like, oh, they lowered their prices. I don't think they're coming back.
Yeah, no, they lost me when they jumped to 13 or 14, and I actually had to think. That's the one thing you never want your subscribers to do. That's like the biggest rule of having subscription service. Don't remind them that they are subscribed.
Yeah.
Never remind them. And when Netflix, Netflix seems to be the exception to this rule, because they'll send out an email 3 times a year telling the people that they got a price increase, and no one does a fucking thing. In fact, they probably go sign up more people. They're like, oh, cool, man, Netflix is it must be more valuable.
It's like chasing stock. You're like, can I lock in at this price for so I can watch Stranger Things, or like?
But for so many other normal subscription services, especially including Xbox, it's just not a good strategy. So yeah, not the best. It's kind of crazy. We've seen a lot of, in the last, couple decades, the M&A strategy of buying a company and then saddling it with the debt from that purchase, and it destroys the company. This is what private equity loves to do. Now the thing is that someone is getting rich from that. The shareholders and certainly the private equity guys are getting rich from bleeding this company dry. It seems like what Xbox did, what Microsoft did with this Activision Blizzard acquisition, was like they did the spend a ton of money and saddle a ton of debt, but they accidentally saddled their own company with that debt. Yeah. And they, at the same time, are mismanaging the company they bought. And ultimately, nobody is winning from this. I guess the former shareholders of Activision Blizzard did win. I guess
they were the big winners.
But there's no subsequent win here. And so Microsoft went out of their way to just make a bunch of Activision shareholders rich and destroy their own balance sheet in doing so. good business strategy.
Sound business strategy. Well done.
Can't believe this shit. Oh,
what?
I guess I forgot to mention just a little bit of context that doesn't really super matter, but they did increase Game Pass prices back in October. So this has not been that long since they jacked up prices by like 40 or 50%, which I think was the initial response to the Call of Duty sale thing. They're like, oh, we'll just make Game Pass more expensive. Then they realized, I think, that people didn't want that. So, yeah. And then one other tiny Microsoft doesn't know what the hell they're doing story here is that they they're not calling themselves Microsoft Gaming anymore. They're now Xbox.
Go back to Xbox.
I guess we don't go to Microsoft Gaming. We go to Xbox.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? What's going on? What's the goal? So, yeah, this is another Sharma move. The new CEO, Asha Sharma, said Xbox needs to be our identity. Another one I agree with her on. This seems like a no-brainer, too. She's coming. Maybe that's
why would you change it? I'm being quiet so I can find it on the file later. So I can see a big long gap of quiet. And that's where JD's dog's left.
The thing about Asha Sharma being an outsider, which I was critiquing her for when they announced her, because she hadn't worked really in games at all. I think maybe that she's coming in and doing what I would assume is basic common sense things. Maybe having this fresh of a set of eyes on something to come into Microsoft Gaming or whatever the hell they were calling it.
Yeah.
Which just doesn't make any sense. And just being like, oh, no, it's just called Xbox. That's what we make, right? That's what
it was always Xbox. It was why did we change it?
Like,
because we had an encompassing gaming strategy. We wanted to be like, no, it's just Xbox. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and what's the shorthand for that? Microsoft Gaming. That's 5 syllables. Why is that what we're calling ourselves?
MSG.
Yeah. No, we're gonna go with Xbox, and we're not gonna charge $1 billion for Game Pass. Like, she's making some moves that I feel like you're just like, oh, duh.
Well, yeah.
Like you scoop a guy off the street and just put him in this job and say, like, how do you fix this? And he's like, oh, wait, why do you? This isn't called Xbox? I thought this was Xbox. They're like, no, it's Microsoft Gaming, and it's an overall platform strategy. Now I have a 100 slide PowerPoint to explain why. And he's like, oh, we should just call it Xbox then, right?
But it's just call it Xbox. Like, PlayStation hasn't changed their name 40 times. What are we doing?
Gamers are suing Nintendo to stop them from double dipping on tariff refunds. This, I don't know if everyone's following this, but the timeline here is that Trump gets into office and he has some like fundamental misunderstanding of what tariffs are and how they work.
Absolutely.
Along with a lot of other things.
And like everyone in his cabinet, it's like, yes, you are. That is how it works.
Go for it, buddy.
There's a couple economists on there. They're like, wait, that's not like you're fired. You get out of here, you idiots.
Yeah. And so he comes in, he levies a lot of tariffs using this old law from like the 70s. And he's like, I don't have to have Congress approve this. Yeah. And I'll just do it through executive action. Well, the Supreme Court, over the course of way too long, determined recently that those tariffs were unconstitutional. Not invalid, unconstitutional was the finding.
I don't think he cares about the Constitution.
It's pretty clear he can't read, so a lot of words. And basically the decision was like, okay, well, you have to refund. The Customs and Border has to refund all those companies that were paying tariffs on their imported products. Well, guys, the companies didn't just eat that. They increased their prices across the board. Mm-hmm. So, and this is, I guess I put this on here because I feel like I wanted to just draw attention to how hard and openly we as a country here in the U.S. are getting fucked on this. It is unbelievable, this scam. And this is going to be all and guess what? The prices aren't going to go down.
No.
So it was just like a one-time jack prices up, get all your money back, and that double your money, and then keep the prices high, and you've changed nothing but increase the price
Yes.
And so Nintendo obviously was very early to jump on this. They jumped on this back in March, filing for a refund from the Customs and Border Control. And these two local heroes from California and Washington, Gregory Hoffert and Prashant Sharan, filed a proposed class action complaint in the U.S. District Court, Western District of Washington, demanding the money coming to Nintendo for them from these tariffs. So all the and Nintendo openly raised prices on the Switch and Switch 2
they said it. They like
for tariffs. And now they're trying to double dip with refunds, and in no way are they going to send you a $50 gift card because you bought a Switch 2 at an inflated price that they're now getting back from the US government taxpayers. And that's the other great thing is that Nintendo president Shuntaro Furukawa said back in May that their sales forecast wouldn't be, this is May of last year, that their sales forecast wouldn't be impacted by tariffs. So he basically came out and said like, oh, well, yeah, we're going to sell the same amount of units. They're just going to cost more.
Yeah.
And then he goes and does this shit after they increase the prices. Unbelievable. This is just happening out in the open, you guys. And we're just like, yeah, whatever.
What can we do? What can we do?
What can we do? Derp-a-derp. That's how it is. We are serfs. We are powerless serfs. Like, this is unbelievable. Like, just open feudalism, corporate feudalism. It is crazy.
And like, just, I mean, look, I know we get political a little bit on this because our president's a moron, but like everybody, so many people knew that this tariff thing was a disaster.
Yeah.
Nobody with a brain, genuinely, like I'm genuinely saying this, nobody with a brain was like, this is a good idea. Anyone who was not like one of Trump's lackeys who was saying this is a good idea was because they could not stop jerking off Fox News. They were just like, I can't stop masturbating to this. Like, they love Fox News so hard. They're like, no, Fox News is telling me why this is a good idea. You guys just don't understand. We're like, no, this is not how it works. And they're like, yes, it is. Trump's so smart. He tells us all the time. Newsflash, smart people don't have to tell you how smart they are. That's never been the case. Smart people don't sit there and say they're smart. Anyway.
They just explain how smart their uncle was because he went to MIT and did the nuclear.
Yeah, right. Anyways, also, who is better paid and more busy than a Nintendo lawyer? I don't know if anyone is. These guys are.
They bill like $3,000 an hour for sure. That's where all the tariff money is going, for their lawyers
nonstop.
Yeah,
and they'll like propose a lawsuit. Like, hey, you see this guy? There's like a 16-year-old over in Michigan who's a bootleg selling bootleg copies.
Get my briefcase. Pokemon. We're on the road.
Like, get him.
Fuel up the jet.
Do whatever you want. We're gonna get this guy.
Nintendo isn't
never gonna see the light of day again.
They're not a game company. They are a law firm.
Nintendo. Bowser.
Yeah. PlayStation is going to start asking you for your ID if you want to yell the N-word at minors in online games. You have to flash some plastic, baby.
Honest.
This is PlayStation has said that they're going to be asking players to verify their age later this year in order to continue using communication features on the platform. The age verification process will be implemented globally, and players will need to verify their age to use messages and voice chat. So right now it's just for comms, not games, online games, or anything else.
It's just use their PlayStation communication platform.
Look, man, if you need to talk online that badly on voice chat, you do have to pay with your personal data, because that is weird. Dude, I don't know. We played online games for so long, so many years of Call of Duty and Halo without having. You can still do like Discord through, but it's just like directly in-game chat or in-game comms is so limited. I mean, maybe there's like a few cool games that have like proximity chat. What's that? Arc Raiders? Is that the one?
Yeah.
Doesn't that have like proximity chat and like that? So that would be affected by this, and that would be lame because I do think that that's a big feature of this game.
It is a big feature for the game. But also though, listen. These little scumbags brought it on themselves. But like I feel like kids online are getting somehow worse all the time.
Yeah.
Like I hear what they say. Like I have kids, and like I hear the types of things they say and they think are funny. Like this generation's humor is only trying to be edgy all the time. Like they're not actually funny. They're just trying to be edgy.
Right.
And it's all N-words and 9/11 jokes. And you're like, okay, well, guys, like you did this to yourself.
No one's offended by 9/11 jokes. We weren't offended by 9/11 jokes when they were making them in 2002.
No, and like they'll just like, and the thing that's not funny about it is it's not even, they're not even a joke there. There's like 9/11, what about the towers? And you're like, yeah, what's your, like, is there anything, you got anything there? And they don't. But I will say these kids brought it on themselves. Just, you guys have been doing this all kids have been doing this for a long time, but like, it's too much. Like you guys brought this on yourselves. Like, yeah, I hope, honestly, and I'll be honest, like how many times did I say we'd be playing games? I'd be like, I wish there was like a adults only section of this game. I didn't have to play with 14-year-olds because they're all morons. So
yeah, but this is going to be, I mean, I'm sure this is going to be implemented in the same way that Roblox is.
Oh, it'll be bad.
Hold up a picture of your ID and you can just have Chat GPT make you a driver's license with Betty White's picture on it, and you're done.
You'll say McLovin.
These are the stupidest fucking processes, unless what I think this eventually ends up being is like a government registry.
This is a CYA thing, JD. This is a CYA.
Oh, I get it.
They're just like, oh no, he lied. We did our due diligence. This kid was lying. That's what happened. It's not our fault.
That would be awesome. Honestly, I would be happy with that if that's what they decide to go with. Is like they're not going to actually try that hard. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, I don't think they'll try that. I think this is a CYA.
Good.
That's like half my job, so I'm pretty good at recognizing CYA. That's like what I do all the time.
That's what I care about. Riblets. All right, riblets are little stories. They don't have a lot of meat on the bone. They're just
a little bit.
Just a little niblet.
We didn't want that much of it. We just want a little bit of it. You know,
yeah, you just want to take one little nibble and you ever eat chicken wings with a person that doesn't really finish most of the meat on the chicken wing? They just kind of like nibble around the outside. That's the riblets experience. That's what you get because you don't want to get too close to the bone. You never know what you're going to find in there.
Yeah, and then just real quick, funny story. I just have to tell this every time. I met this African dude, and we were eating chicken wings with him. Big dude, huge guy, and he would just take the wing and bite it down the middle, bone and all, and crunch it up and eat it. And I was like,
he was eating the bones,
the whole thing. He would just bite it down the middle and eat the bone, swallow it. And I was like, that is the most hardcore thing I've ever seen in my life.
He like a stray dog,
dude. I was like, holy crap, his name is Casey. I was like, Casey, that's insane. He's like, why? The bones are easy to chew. And I was like, I mean, yeah, they are kind of easy to chew.
If you're Jaws from the James Bond.
Dude, I felt like he was trying to intimidate me.
It worked, bro. It worked, Casey.
I was just glad he was on my side. I was glad he was on my side. He liked me. We were buddies. And I was like, I want to walk around with Casey because if someone tried to fight me, like
he would eat their fingers straight off their hands.
Like, are you serious? He pulls out the chicken wing and just eats it. And they're like, never mind. I'm so sorry.
That is the worst.
Anyway, so it's the opposite of people who don't finish the meat.
Yeah.
He finishes the bone. Oh, you don't finish the bone? Oh, wow. Wow.
What are you, vegetarian? Remedy has released Control on iPhone and iPad with touch controls. What? Control, which I understand is older. It's about 7 years old. But is it like the new Skyrim? This game was melting PlayStation 4s back in 2019.
And then now it's added ray tracing.
Yes, and now, yes, exactly. Now it runs natively at 30 frames per second on a phone with ray tracing? What is this? Dude, that's crazy. I think it really speaks to Apple's hardware on this iPhone. And
No, I think this is a game you turn it on and start playing it, and within 10 minutes, you get that message like, your phone is overheating. You should probably
Maybe.
stop.
Dude, it's only $5. I
That's
think this is
crazy.
I think this is an incredible achievement from Remedy. I think
That
that's
is
so cool.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. The White House Correspondents' Dinner shooting suspect was a game developer. I did not want to talk about this.
We will just talk about the game development
Talk
side
about
of
this
it.
false flag. Yeah, the guy's name is Cole Allen from Torrance, California. He had listed on LinkedIn game dev, engineer, scientist, teacher, and he was self-employed as game developer since 2018. His game Boredama was a non-violent asymmetrical fighting game based on chemistry where players can control electrons or nuclei. Maybe if it wasn't a non-violent game, he would have had better luck with his attempt. I don't know. They say violent video games cause violence, and this guy went with non-violent video games, and he kind of blew it.
You can't say that. You can't say blew it.
From his perspective of his goals, he blew it.
He really screwed the pooch on this one. Yeah, no. And I think we saw in our Discord, someone had posted like people were review bombing his game.
Yeah. That'll get him.
Dude,
that'll get him.
But guess what, guys? I think he's probably in jail. So I don't think
in like animes where the characters turns their baseball cap around to mean they mean business. I can just picture these guys leaving these reviews. They're like, hey, and they turn their MAGA hat around and they're like, here it comes, bitch.
Boredama,
more like boring drama. Kingdom.
Oh yeah, so that's my favorite part of it is like they're review bombing this game. That's activism now in
dude, that's what we do.
Can we review bomb something that they did? Like they did a Yelp post back in 2018.
Dude,
I'm gonna
thumbs down that post
so hard.
I found it. I dug it up and I thumbs it down. Guy's sitting in prison. He pulls up his Yelp account. And man, what the heck?
What's
that all about?
I was honest in this review.
How else is Cole Allen going to fill his commissary if his Steam game's not selling? Assassin's Creed Black Flag resynced. Producer says the game's reveal was toned down after complaints that Ubisoft had removed blood. This is a rough headline. I should have rewritten this. Long story short, the new Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake game had a trailer that came out on YouTube, and some uber dorks had found out that it was lacking in blood. It was too bloodless for them. And they were like,
I don't want to play this game anymore.
Was so woke. Why did they wokeify Assassin's Creed? You can't even stab guys in the dick anymore. I want to see that cock blood. No, the story is very clear.
Was that you? That was you.
Producer Justin Ng on Twitter said that he basically is like, dude, we didn't want this to get age gated, the trailer.
Yeah.
On YouTube. So he toned it down, the violence, but the game is absolutely still violent and bloody, which is so funny to me because this is basically saying that YouTube is harsher about age stuff than game stores are.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, yeah, we want kids to be able to watch this because kids are going to play it. And it's an M-rated game. And they're like, oh, kids don't care about that.
Meanwhile,
YouTube cares about that, but we don't.
Meanwhile, every kid I know watches Invincible.
Which, when you told me your kids were watching that, I was like, Christ alive.
All their friends have watched it already. Like, they all watch it. And you're just like, they don't care anymore.
That would have turned, I know kids are, kids are a little more desensitized these days.
Back in 1993,
that would have turned my stomach. I would have like had nightmares about that shit for sure.
Well,
I would not have sat well with me.
Like back in 93, if a mom would have seen Invincible, like there would be full on like Christian mom riots.
Animation in general, like the animation would have stopped.
Get rid of it.
Like, would have been like no Disney movies, no nothing. We don't
do
DuckTales anymore. No DuckTales, no nothing.
You're gonna write. Have you seen real quick? Have you seen those videos where they change all the blood? They edit all the blood and make it white
in Invincible.
Yes, and it just looks like everyone has cum on them, and it is
sweet.
Honestly, better. Honestly, I do prefer that.
I would watch that. I'd watch that show where it's like a porn version of Invincible.
Nothing's different except for the blood is white. And you're like, this is, why am I turned on? I don't even know. This is crazy.
This is great. The Stop Killing Games movement has celebrated as its reason to celebrate as The Crew 2 has seen further offline mode support. All right, so this is fantastic. This is talk about activism. These guys were so mad about their niche dork racing car game that they got countries involved. They got parliaments involved in it. They got all sorts of all this hassles. And basically all they really wanted was what Ubisoft rolled out recently in these new updates for the Crew hybrid mode, which that was back in October they released it, but these new updates make it available offline as well. There were some livery tweaks available, driver statistics that you can get offline now. Basically, the game just functions more like an offline title now. And Stop Killing Games is like, that's us. That's all us. Which
we did it.
Hard to argue. It's not. But
the Crew 2 was like a big thing.
It was
that
the
they were
only
pushing.
thing they cared. Yeah, this was their main big example for pushing this Stop Killing Games movement. And Ubisoft apparently started working on this shit back in the day when they initially dropped this as a way to like take the wind out of their sails. But by the time they got it out, it's like they've already done all this work and done all this protest. I just feel like it's proof positive that it's not actually that hard. Ubisoft was telling us, all these other game developers and or executives are telling us, oh, this is just not feasible. I think Tim Sweeney opened his big fat mouth on this one too.
I don't think you guys understand.
Yeah, you guys just don't get it. Turns out it's not that hard.
And they did
Turns out it's not that hard.
Yeah.
So way to go, Stop Killing
Well done,
Games.
guys.
You guys
Kudos
got
to
one
you.
thing going.
Dude.
They got 100 game pass, got 200 day one. 20 million in the bag, watching sales start to slump. Talking shopper on the top of JD's jugular, it's Trump. He can make them economical as JD's sales report. It's reporting with variety, fucking the propriety. Suck it up and listen, gonna gain some notoriety. Gaming ain't free, not since they was late fees. Peter City must oblige, even if he disagree.
Dude. It's time for JD's sales report.
Actually got a couple here and bust out that clip in a minute. Yeah. March 2026 was a huge month for console game sales in the US. This is a hat tip to LL Whoops on this one. It came out of Circana's latest monthly sales report showing that spending on hardware and software was up last month of this year. Sales of gaming hardware in the US rose by 69% as compared to March of 2025, reaching 500 million. This was a huge push coming out of the Switch 2, was obviously driving a lot of the overall gain for the month, and spending on PlayStation 5, not to be outdone. Now, this is a 5-year-old console.
Yeah.
Is increased by 3% compared to March of last year. So
you know what y'all were spending your tax returns on. That's
apparently
like, yeah.
Apparently so. The report has no data about Xbox, but we can safely assume their sales were not great. And Switch 2 sales, another interesting thing from this report, that Switch 2 sales in the US are pacing 12% ahead of the Switch 1. I think it's interesting.
That's crazy.
Obviously, it's ahead. You would expect it to be ahead. That does not seem that far ahead. So the fact that Switch 1s are still moving, a lot of them are still moving, is weird to me, honestly. Who would go out in March of 2026 and go buy themselves a Nintendo Switch when the Nintendo Switch 2 is right next to it on the shelf for like $100 more? Is kind of crazy, but more power to you guys.
Look, your Joy-Con's broken. This is the only way to get any new ones. Just got to buy a whole new thing.
Pragmata, is that how you say it? Surpassed 1 million units sold in 2 days.
That's awesome.
Capcom's newest IP, and Capcom is psyched because they released this right away. They just could not wait to get this report out. This is an action adventure game that I had never heard of, actually.
I vaguely, I think I had seen one thing about it. I think we had vaguely seen it in like one of our reports about one of the state of play type of thing, one of those. But yeah, it's all over Steam right now. It's like front page of Steam, overwhelmingly positive reviews. They're killing it.
Yeah. So, according to Wikipedia, it's set on a lunar research station, and it follows a spacefarer and an android as they work together to fight a hostile AI that's controlling the station. That sounds kind of cool. I don't know. Kind of up my alley. Claire Obscura Expedition 33 has topped 8 million sales.
Crazy.
A year after release. And Resident Evil Requiem has hit 7 million sales.
That's crazy. Look, guys, what do you see in all of these? Aren't these all single player games?
Yeah. This is why I wanted to put this on here. I think this is why I love doing JD's sales report. It's just the context of number of sales. And I guess what we should tell me if you think it would be helpful or useful. For me, every time I report on sales, if I report on the price of the game, that will also, I think I could start doing that as well. But it's just interesting to see, what kind of a game gets 1 million in 2 days, 8 million in a year, 7 million in 2.5 months, and just kind of the difference on all those. And as you pointed out, they're all single player.
They're all, and these games have all been crushing it. Like, guys, hey, game CEOs for game companies, make a good single player game, and it's gonna sell 8 million copies.
Weird. I know.
You know what I mean? Like, it's so crazy. You think Resident Evil Requiem is mad about their sales? You think they're like, oh man,
I wish we had a battle pass.
I wish we were making more money off this. Like, they're like, no, holy crap, we did it. We did it in this market. In this economy, we did it.
Kudos.
Alrighty then. Kudos is a positivity segment. We want to give shout outs to things we are digging. And I have
a good week.
A lot. What do you have?
I got 2.
Let's go fast.
Yeah, let's do them. You go.
I got one really fast. My first one is very fast. The Switch 2. My brother got one for my nephew, and I had never. Have you ever touched one yet? Have you touched?
No, I've never had hands on one.
Yeah, never had hands on. Oh boy, I played it a little bit. Whatever. It's exactly, they're all the same. All game consoles are the same now. But I will say the Switch 2, the Joy-Cons. Oh,
felt better.
They're so nice. They're the nicest. Oh my god, they're the magnet thing, and then they have these little like releases on them. Patrick says that his partner loves her Switch 2. Like, it really is a fantastic piece of hardware. Like, I was surprised, honestly. Like, I knew it was going to be better than the Switch 1, but it is some fancy.
But you've had your hands on one now, and you agree that it's better.
Yeah, like I would tell anyone considering the Switch 1, just pony up and get the Switch 2. It's a much better piece of hardware. So just
awesome.
Just a cool thing. So that's my first kudos.
Okay, first one I will do is a Fudos. Went to Trader Joe's today. I did try your cashews. They're good.
Did you eat the whole bag yet? Because I housed the bag.
No, I was like kind of full. It was after I went to that burger place, so I was pretty full. But I was like, oh, these are good. But I got Trader Joe's has really good gummies, and they have a spring gummies mix right now. If you have a chance to get it, they're very good. Like, it's something about the texture that they do. They're outstanding. They're not like stick in your teeth gummies. It's good texture, but there's 3 flavors in it. It's real basic. There's 3. There's green, red, and yellow. And green is like, people can't decide if it's green apple or pear. It kind of tastes like a mix. They all kind of have like almost a little bit of a florally flavor to them, but not like aggressively where it tastes like soap. You just kind of eat it and you're like, oh, Okay. Yellow is definitely pineapple, and it's real good. And the pink one is either strawberry or like a strawberry guava mix. It's hard to tell, but they're all good. I was eating them. I was like, dude, these are so freaking good. I'm going to eat this whole bag. You can't eat a whole bag of gummies, Peterson.
Trader Joe's like fruit candy really hits. Actually, all their candy, because their chocolates are really good too. So yeah, they have a really good dialed in.
I got this bag, and honestly, guys, and it's obviously it's a seasonal thing because it's the spring gummies. But if you have a chance, if you go to Trader Joe's, pick up a bag. They're not expensive, like $3, $4, something like that. Pick up a bag; it's worth it. They're very good.
Oh yeah. Keeping on the Foodos, you guys, this is a niche candy, but if you remember back in the early 2000s, there was a candy that came in a metal tin called Altoid Sours.
Yes.
Well, they went away and everyone was really sad because they were amazing and the tins were great for storing your weed, but you know, with all good things, you have to lose them. But then somebody brought them back, and now they're called, it's not Altoid anymore. They're called Retro Sours.
Oh.
They look and taste exactly the same. And at my local grocery store, they had like 20 different flavors. They had,
really?
Oh my God, dude. And because I think the ones that everyone's favorite was tangerine.
Okay.
And those are amazing, but they've got let's see which ones they've got here. Passion fruit, watermelon, raspberry, there's the tangerine. I got citrus because I'm basic, and then there's mango. And the best part is, the reason I'm obsessed with these is because I remember when they were developing them, and I kept seeing whisperings of like, oh, they're going to bring back Altoid Sours, like a small candy company is making them.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking these are going to be $12 a can, which this is a nice metal tin. Like this is a series, like you can do stuff with that.
Hockey
and
puck.
I mean, well, yeah, you tell me, Peterson. This is what they look like.
Yeah,
they're these little hard candies, and it's even got like a nice little liner in there.
Yeah,
and
little paper.
It's the little and a metal tin, and they're fantastic. And there's like a good amount in here. Price that for me. And I got these at my local grocery store, which is pretty expensive.
I would say like $4.50.
$3.99, dude.
That's pretty good.
$3.99. I was expecting these to be like $12.
You know what?
Online only.
Let me just tell you what Altoid's downfall was, because Altoids were a great mint, and the sours were incredible. I know it's a big piece of it for some people, but those metal containers, what are you supposed to do with that? How do you carry that around? You put it in your pocket?
You don't.
It's like clink around. You put it in. No, you put it in your, like a lady puts it in her purse. She's walking around. It's like clankety, clankety, clankety. Yeah. They're loud. They were always loud, and you're like, that's a problem.
I'd like.
You know what's not loud? A pack of gum. Pack of gum never made noise in my pocket. That's for sure. And I loved Altoids.
Very weird. Get your panties in a twist over, but I love it.
I loved Altoids. I was like, how am I supposed to carry? Like, I'd go to like dances, church dances when I was 15 years old, and I'm like, how am I supposed to carry these around? Everyone gonna hear me.
Example: you put it in your shirt pocket, and then if someone accidentally shoots you in the chest in that one spot, you're covered. Have you
but
never
they're definitely
seen the Three
gonna
Musketeers?
I have. Yeah, I have seen it.
Come on.
Yeah. They are going to shoot at you, though, because like, shut up. You're so loud. I can hear every step you take. I hate you.
This is fantastic.
It's like, this isn't even a school shooting. I'm just going to shoot this guy. Altoid guy. I don't even know his name. I'm going to shoot Altoid guy because I hate him.
Guy. Do you remember when Sun Chips released that biodegradable bag that was so loud? It was like you didn't want to. Do you remember that?
Yes. It was like,
so
don't
loud.
open it in public. Don't open it in public. Everyone will hate you.
Put it in your basket because it's so fucking loud. We'll never
is
get that back.
Is there a cowbell in here? Like, what is this?
Just a bag full of
That's how I feel about Altoids. Genuinely. Like, I loved Altoids. Just the basic mint Altoids. I loved them.
Yeah. Too loud.
Too loud.
All right. What's your next kudos?
Okay. I went to a play. I got to give kudos. I was Phantom of the Opera. I haven't seen it in a long time. Like, since I was a young lad. Which that was like 10 years ago. I don't know. And it was fantastic. It was the closing night. So if you're giving kudos to it, you can't see it here in Utah anymore. So good though. And like Fandom's one of those places where I was like, I know all the songs because like it's been around forever. I knew all the songs and like I liked a lot of the songs, but it's a good spread. They're spread out really well between the first and the second half. Like I love Hamilton, but like the second half doesn't have very many good songs. First half has all the good ones. Second half, not as great. And a lot of plays are kind of like that. There's like one good song in the second half. This one has a bunch. Phantom has a bunch. It's kind of like, it's funny because you look at it from like the lens, if you're seeing it for the first time now, he's like, this kind of hokey and silly. But it's good. I genuinely loved it. I was grinning at multiple points. I had goosebumps a couple times. So good. I really, really enjoyed it. So guys, get out and go watch some Broadway productions in your town if you can. Because I've been doing that. I go to at least one a year, kind of made a point to do it, and I have never been let down. I've enjoyed it so much. So, yeah.
Fandom. My last one goes out to Invincible season 4.
Take my headphones off. I don't want to hear a single thing. I don't want to hear you talk about it. Nope, there's too much information.
Too much information.
Oh, God, that's
blood everywhere.
I don't think he's ever won a fight, if I'm being honest. I think he loses every fight.
Yeah, he just gets ripped into pieces, and then heals back up by the next season. And that happens this season. Spoiler alert. No, Invincible season 4 is amazing. I really enjoyed it. I read through all the comic books, and so I've really been enjoying. Didn't one of your sons do that?
No, he wants to read through the comic books.
Okay. Well,
and I was like, oh, good luck finding them, buddy. Way too late.
Yeah, but it's been really fun having read the comic books, seeing the stories that they're working on, and I think they're executing them really well. I know that this season's gotten criticisms for the animation lacking, which I'm like, dude, shut up. All these people watch anime and all this other crap where the characters' mouths move slightly for like half the episode and that's all the animation there is. Like, get over it. The voice acting is great. The storytelling is great. The changes they make. So what's really cool is that because the original guy that wrote the comic is deeply involved in this show, you can kind of take the changes as canon almost.
Yeah.
And there have been changes he's made that he said, I wish I had thought of these. Hasn't Sanderson mentioned with Mistborn that he wishes he hadn't made like most of the characters like straight white dudes?
Yeah, like he's changed that in a lot of his other books. Like he'd be like, oh, and so when he talks about doing a show, he's like, I will change some of the characters.
Yes,
to
and
be
it will feel
more like what I want it to be like.
Right, but it won't be like Death of the Author stuff where you're like, oh no, like they're messing like the Halo TV series or whatever, where they're just making shit up. Like this is the stuff that's going into the Invincible TV series is stuff you feel like the guy in hindsight. And I wouldn't say this is necessarily a George Lucas way of doing things, but when he's like, yeah, I should have made this character. Oh, I think this character makes more sense as a woman. Or one of the cool things, and I will just spoil this, sorry. Because I remember he had talked.
No way.
He had talked about wanting to do this storyline in the comic books, and he's like, oh, I just never made it work, and he got it into this season, and it's just like a fun one-off thing. It doesn't affect really any of the story, and it's just like he just puts that in there, and he's like, I got to do it in the show, and so that's what I've been loving about it. Is it does feel like kind of how good would have Lord of the Rings been with Peter Jackson if J.R.R. Tolkien or Christopher Tolkien had been with him the whole time and like, oh, you should make Gimli say this. I always thought he should say this at this part. And he'd be like, that's kind of like, it's like coming from the source. It just feels a lot cooler. So I love Invincible. Season 4, season 5 can't come out soon enough. The cliffhanger in this one isn't as terrible. It's actually...
It'll leave you hanging as bad.
Like if they never made any more seasons, you'd be like, okay.
You'd be like, man, but I can feel.
I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna die if I don't know what happens next.
I will murder everyone I've ever met if you don't release the next season.
And I like that. I like a good cliffhanger, but when I have to wait a year plus in an animated show, you never know.
Yeah.
I prefer having a softer cliff. So yeah, it's been good. Check it out. Peterson hasn't watched it, so I haven't been able to talk to him at all.
My kids keep yelling at me. You keep yelling at me.
Can't send him any memes. I can't do anything. It's really cool. I love
I'm just
it.
gonna wait like 6 months before when all the hype dies out and you can't even find a meme anymore. That's the sweet spot.
Oh, you idiot.
Oh yeah. Been a little while. Sweet bit. Studio game. We got that cereal fame because you saying our names. We in the studio playing some Foodio games. Yeah. That's right, it's Foodio games. Yeah, we playing Foodio games.
Yeah. You really got to put the drinks version on there too.
And drinks.
And drinks. Foodio games, really simple. We play this game. We compare video games to food. Our two favorite things.
Yeah.
Like, honestly,
it's been a minute since we've done this.
It's like my top 5 favorite things on Earth.
I could talk about food more than any other topic. Just heads up. Like, you want to start talking about food, like that's going to be my number one.
That's a good point.
Keep going.
I think I could talk about food with more people than I do about video games.
Yeah. Now, you know what I don't like talking about video games? People are always like, what are you playing? And I'm like, you are not going to know it. Like, let me guess, you're playing Call of Duty? Like, if I tell you Undermine 2, they never know. Like, they never know the games I'm playing.
Like, I don't want to be a snob.
Yeah.
But I'm a huge fucking snob. Because, when people are like, oh, I play games, I'm like, oh, what do you play? They're like, well, I play this little indie game called Stardew Valley. Have you heard of it? I'm like, no.
Like, yeah, everybody's heard of it. And, like, I don't talk down to them, but, like, when they ask me what I'm playing, like, they're going to try to get, oh, what are you playing right now? And I'm like, I don't think I play a single game anyone's heard of.
Not only will you not have heard of it, you won't have heard of the genre. I think, you know how many times I had to explain a roguelike to somebody? And they're like,
every time, all the time.
I'm like, now it's a roguelike deck builder. They're like, what is that? What are those words?
That doesn't sound fun. How what kind of Nazis are you shooting?
Like, what games do you play on your phone? I have Candy Crush. I'm like, oh, I play Balatro. They're like, what's that? I'm like,
poker
roguelike. You know what it is? Not worth explaining.
Yeah. Just go look at it.
Just go look it up. So, our Foodio games this week, we are doing. I was inspired by Retro Sours.
Yeah,
and I was thinking about it. We never done this before, which is kind of surprising.
That's crazy. I was I think we've done this before, and then I also did not find it. So I was like, I guess we haven't.
We've never done this before. It's very strange. But discontinued foods. We're doing Foodio games for discontinued foods. This is a very common trend in the world of food and junk food, especially where they have LTOs, that is limited time offerings, fast food, junk food items that are out just to bring people in, and they're not going to stick around forever, unless in a rare occasion, I think the Code Reds of the world, where something hits so hard that the company actually keeps it around. But for the most part, these are kind of fly by night, flash in the pan, and they leave us all sad and wanting more. And some of these just really hit for us, speak to us. And so, I wanted to say, what do these things remind you of in the video game world?
Okay. Yeah. How many do you have, by the way?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I just have 6.
Yeah, I have 6.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Why don't you start? I'm going to let the dog in.
How many times can I upset Peterson by making him remember things he loved? Many times. Okay, so I'm going to do one that you put on there, which I'm sure you have too. You've talked about it many times. Crystal Pepsi. Crystal Clear Pepsi. I'm going to tell you a little story about Crystal
Clear
Pepsi.
Cola.
If for some reason you'd be like, oh, you were allowed to drink this as a kid because it looked like Sprite.
It was good for you.
Because here's how I know this. Because Crystal Clear Pepsi came out, and I was in elementary school. I was in maybe 4th grade, 5th grade, something like that. And it was a big deal. And they were hosting an event at the local park, Pepsi Parks or something like that. They called it. And for some reason, my elementary school class was invited. So we went. Got on a bus, went to the park. And they had tables set up, just like grilling hamburgers, eating pizza or something like that. And then unlimited cans of Pepsi, Crystal Clear Pepsi, for a bunch of elementary school kids.
What
a nightmare, right? So this was made for kids. And if you never had crystal clear Pepsi, it is Pepsi. That's it. It's clear Pepsi. There didn't taste different. Nothing changed except for it just wasn't brown. And so kids could have it.
Dude, the can, I'm looking at pictures of the cans of Crystal Pepsi. Sick, actually. A sick design. Oh yeah.
I gotta look. I remember drinking, I think I drank like 4. And mind you, I was not allowed to drink caffeine because I was already too energetic.
Yeah, like any red-blooded American child.
Yeah, like, it was like too much. It was like, no, there's no way I'm letting you have this. So I drank a bunch. I remember that day vividly. But here's what I'll say. So Crystal Clear Pepsi is the Oregon Trail. The game, the Oregon Trail. This was a game that they just fed to us. They just like gave to elementary school kids, and honestly, kind of bleak. And like it was for kids, but it was like, is it though? Is it for kids? Because like you always died, like you never won. It was like bad too.
Well, it wasn't the Donner Trail, at least.
It was close. We were like right there,
very
like Donner adjacent.
Everyone.
Yeah. It was just like always like everyone was dying, like you died, your mom died, and like people, and like then you had to go hunt. I spent all my money on bullets just so I could like try to shoot some buffalo, and then we'd all die because I didn't get a buffalo. And like this should not have been in my elementary school, just like Crystal Clear Pepsi should not have sponsored a class party for a bunch of 4th graders, is the Oregon Trail. This is the Oregon Trail of sodas.
What a fantastic story. My Crystal Pepsi is what I thought of it, because I never had that experience. In fact, I didn't even know about Crystal Pepsi, because when did it let me see when it originally came out.
I don't know.
Crystal Pepsi 1991.
Yeah.
And then sporadically from 92 to 94. So I would have been
I was like 9 or 10.
Yeah, I would have been 4 to 6. So I was not in the remotely in the area to be drinking this stuff. And so I didn't even know about it. I didn't even know it existed. I was, it's in that the things that happen between 4 and 5. You might just, if you miss them, you miss them.
Yeah. No, you don't.
During that time, there wasn't, social media or anything else to keep things kind of alive. Like you only knew about Crystal Pepsi if someone mentioned it.
If they invited you to the park and had unlimited barrels of it.
Exactly,
like that was how you knew.
But eventually I did learn about it. In fact, I learned about it from none other than LA Beast, the YouTuber who
That's how you learned about it?
Yeah, he was obsessed with it.
Incredible.
One of the very first videos of his I ever saw is he drank a 20-year-old one and then just threw it up everywhere.
Oh, that'd be horrible.
It's amazing. But at that point, I was like, man, I wish I could get Crystal Pepsi. I missed it. I missed it the first time around. But then when they did re-release it, most recently in, what was it, 2010s? I think it was like, let's see. When did they release it again?
Pepsi
2019. 2015.
Yeah, 2015, 16, 17.
Yeah. And so they brought it back and I was all over it. I bought a bunch. It's like you said, it was nothing special.
It's
like,
Pepsi.
It's Pepsi. What's the point of this? But I enjoyed it. And so I missed it the first time around, but when I did jump in, I appreciated it when it came back around for when it was around, and I liked it. And the closest example I have of this is Age of Mythology. I knew of Age of Mythology vaguely because I did play Age of Empires and Age of Empires 2 quite a bit when I was a kid. Oh, and Age of Empires 3 even. And I knew Age of Mythology existed, but I never really went out of my way for it. And then they did the re-release and I was like, okay, I'm in. And that's when I got in on it and I loved it. It was just like it, but just like Crystal Pepsi, it was like, oh yeah, it's just like Age of Empires, just different units basically. Like there was nothing
different.
Yeah, I know there's like these god units or whatever, but it fundamentally was very, very similar, just like Crystal Pepsi was. So that's my Crystal Pepsi comparison.
Okay, I have another one that you will have. I think you should do it first. Butterfinger BBs. Did you do that one?
No.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, yeah. Here we go. I wanted you to do it first because you're not going to love this. Butterfinger BBs. They were okay. Like, people talk about them a lot. Like, they're so great. And it was just little Butterfingers. Maybe I honestly preferred a regular full Butterfinger to the BBs.
Not these days.
But like, not these days. Is Butterfingers out. But it's not like they were gross. Like, I get a box and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to eat this whole box. And I like them, but I don't like, they weren't anything too special. For me, this is Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog original. Like, nope, I know. Stop. And this is a very JD centric because these are both things that he loves.
Just saying offensive things to me. Okay, go for it.
But like, I played Sonic on the Sega Genesis as a kid. And like, we enjoyed it. But I've never really felt the need to ever go back and play it again. And I remember, like, even back then when I was playing it, like, I liked it, didn't love it. I wasn't like, this game is so awesome. I was like, oh man, I slowed down. Now I'm like walking around jumping like an idiot through all these coins and like trying to figure out how to get back on this loop-de-loop track. And I felt like a lot of the game in the original Sonic game was just like, you'd spin and get on the loop-de track, and then just like it would just go. Like, the game didn't even need you anymore. You're just like, here we go, just gonna spin around for a while.
And how is this Butterfinger BBs? I feel like you're just shit talking a game I liked as a kid.
It's the same reason. It was fine.
Getting to a point.
It was fine, and people talk about it like it was so incredible, and like it's incredible. But like, really, genuinely, you go back and play Sonic, you go back and eat some Butterfinger BBs, and you're like, yeah, it's all right. Like, these are fine. Like, if they were released now and they never been released before, Butterfinger BBs, it wouldn't make any waves. Same as Sonic the Hedgehog. If it was released now, it would make no waves.
God, I think
it was crazy. Very medium. It was pretty good. Pretty good.
All right, my next one is
JD's so mad.
Rude. I just don't want to acknowledge it anymore. McDonald's salad shakers.
Which I actually never had one of these.
Oh, I think about these all the time because I love the form factor. Basically, it was
good.
A salad served in a domed cup.
Mm-hmm.
And so the idea was
like a Slurpee.
Yeah,
Slurpee
exactly.
Cup salad.
And what you'd do is you'd pour the dressing and all the accoutrement in the salad and you'd shake it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could just eat it. You could have this thing in a cup holder. You guys, I think about this all the time. I really do. And what we lost and the fact that no other restaurant, even like a local place, nobody does this. If I were to ever open a restaurant, Patrick said they were too messy. I would please provide me more detail.
Did you open it while you were shaking it like that?
Oh, there's a lid for that. He's like, I hated having to hold my hand over it. They're too messy. The idea of not putting the lid on at all, you put all this stuff in and you shake it once.
You just got to put your hand over the cup and you're just like, it's so
no
wet.
No hand. You shake it twice and everything goes out and you're like, what the fuck?
Like, I swear the commercial said it stayed.
I just loved the idea because
I salad off the floor.
When I eat salad, I hate eating salad in a restaurant because you have to pour the thing over and just like, I love a salad in a box, in a to-go box where I can shake the shit out of it. Mm-hmm. I want even distribution of my dressing and my toppings.
I'm with you.
And I don't get that from most salads, and the salad shakers were specifically designed for that. And I think they were brilliant. They were in the 90s ahead of their time. They're still ahead of their time because we still haven't caught up to the salad shakers.
The best thing you got is to-go box with the black bottom and the plastic lid.
But the idea of being able to swing by the experience here that I'm painting is I go to McDonald's in my car. I get one of these and I drive somewhere and I can snack on this.
Mm-hmm.
It can sit in my cup holder. I'm at a stoplight, a couple bites, and it's clean, and I put it back down. Like, that is such an ideal experience for me. The fact I can't get it anywhere is insane. So it never came back around. And even though it was brilliant and ahead of its time, so obviously this is the nemesis system. Exactly.
Yeah.
We're like, how the and like there have been people that have used it. There have been companies that have made a game with it that got canceled. It still exists theoretically.
Like, why aren't we using this regularly?
Exactly. It's the same thing where you're like, I can't even wrap my head around. Like, do I have to go out there and do it? I have to go make a game with the Nemesis system. Is that what you're telling me? I have to go invent salad shakers, make a salad restaurant just to get these in my life again? Ridiculous. I don't want to open a salad restaurant.
Who wants a salad restaurant?
I don't go to Pilates.
It was killing the Pilates crew.
I know.
It was like, yeah, they got a salad. Just
all the girls come in shaking their salad.
Like, and like, think of all the salads they could do now. Like, because they do like strawberries and salad stuff. They could do like a real good salad. Just put it in there, shake it. Why are we not? Yeah, are we
doing Peterson and JD's Salad Shake Shack?
Yeah, Salad Shake Shack. And people are like, what? That sounds like you're making salad shakes, and you're like
milkshakes.
You'll
like,
see,
you idiots.
You'll see.
Get your skinny white butts in there.
That's
the only people it's going to appeal to.
Yeah, no, for sure. Okay, my next one is another Pepsi product, actually. Pepsi 1893.
Oh no, shit! It's a kind of a deep cut, a recent deep cut.
They released it and it was not out for very long. But I loved it. I drank it. I got one like every time I went to the grocery store. I just really, really liked Pepsi 1893. It was like, they'd kind of like gone back to the old school version of Pepsi, and I was here for it. Didn't last long though. For me, this is when a remaster or a remake is better than the main game and still is not very successful. So Pepsi came out and they were like, hey, check this out. We've got this new product in a cool little can. It's pretty good, pretty niche. And it was good. It was better than Pepsi. I liked it better than actual Pepsi by a lot. And nobody bought it. Nobody had it. Nobody was into it.
But not that much.
I liked it a lot. Like when it started going out, when I noticed when my store stopped selling it, and I was like, uh-oh. So I went to, there's this market that's kind of like I don't know, like a budget market. So they're selling some stuff that like discontinued stuff. You go there. And I ran there and I bought every single one I could find. I think they had like 18 left and I bought all of them.
Have you drunk them all yet? Do you have like one last one?
No, I drank them all. But yeah, it was like, so yeah, when a remaster or remake comes out and they just crush it and nobody really buys it, it just didn't really do much. Like, it's so good.
That's
so much
and that happens all the time.
It genuinely happens all the time.
We're like, bring it back, and they do.
Patrick says he has one last one.
I have one last Pepsi Blue.
Yeah, you do in your fridge. I've seen it, guys. I've seen it. Yeah. It's not a myth. I've seen it.
He's seen my Pepsi Blue.
Sometimes it's the only thing in his fridge.
Most times, that and a bottle of ketchup. This is my life. It's grim out there, you guys. I'm doing my best, and honestly, my best is not that great.
JD is dying, literally dying, and they're like, just drink that Pepsi in your fridge. And he's like, I can't. I'm saving it for what?
Saving it for later.
I don't.
I don't know. I'll know when I know. I'll know. Okay, when that time has come.
Oh, that's amazing. No, what's gonna happen is one of your nephews or something's gonna like just get
crack
in your fridge
it
and drink it.
You're like, wow,
be vomiting.
This is a really bad thing for our relationship. We're doing Pepsi, so we're gonna stick on Pepsi, and I'm gonna talk Pepsi Blue.
Yeah,
can't not talk about Pepsi Blue. We're talking about discontinued foods. This is up there for me. If they had Pepsi Blue still like out, this would be my regular soda. It straight up would be. I don't care. Full calorie, don't care. This is Pepsi Blue is one of the rare discontinued foods that I still love. But this is my comparison, is that Pepsi Blue to me is Valheim, because Valheim hit perfectly at the perfect moment. When I was playing it, it was right in the right spot. Right. I was working from home. It was kind of post-pandemic a little bit. So I had a ton of time to just be on my computer and play this. And lots of people, I think, were in the same situation that were playing with me. But then I came back later to it, and it was just not as mind-blowing or earth-shattering. And so when I had Pepsi Blue, the first time when I was a kid, when it came out the first time around, it was like, I was like, this is the only soda I ever want to drink for the rest of my life. And then when it re-released and I bought a bunch of them, it was still good, but it wasn't like how I remembered it like that. Just like how Valheim wasn't, exactly how I remembered it. Partially the reason I say this is because I can still get by. I can still get 90% of what I got out of Pepsi Blue at Crave. I just get a Diet Coke with blue raspberry syrup in it.
And you can still survive with that.
Really close. It really is. Like I'm getting my fix. Yeah. And so that's the same thing like Valheim. I don't need to go back to Valheim because there's other survival crafting games. So many other survival crafting games.
They like really hit hard for a while.
Yep, that have filled that niche for me. And they're pretty passable. So yeah, Pepsi Blue is Valheim for me.
Okay. Now I'm off of Pepsi. I'm going to talk about one of my least favorite ones. I'm going to talk about it. Cheez-It Grooves Hot and Spicy Cheddar.
Oh man, how did I not think about this?
This is my least favorite thing that's ever been discontinued. Like, because I ate these all the time.
The most offensive part about this, I think we always bring up, is the fact that they still make grooves.
They have like 3 or 4 flavors.
They just don't make that flavor.
They stopped this one flavor.
A actual Cheez-It flavor.
Yeah. And like,
we're not asking for like rocket science here. Put the flavor from one existing product onto the other existing product to make a previously existing product.
It was perfect. This is the one where I emailed the company and been like, hey, what's going on? Why can't I find these? And they're like, oh, we discontinued them. And I was like,
and then he sent a bomb threat and bombed them.
Yeah, I wrote a bunch of swear words and bomb threats and stuff. This is, I'm going to kind of take a little pivot here. This is when a incredible board game goes out of print and you cannot find it. And this happens all the time.
It does.
There will be a board game that is like huge hit. People love it. And like you have it for a couple of years. So, you're like, I got to replace a bunch of it. You can't find this game for under $250. You know what I mean? Like, because they're like, is it ever going to be re-released? And like, they don't have any plans to reprint any more of them. And you're like, this is crazy. This is an incredible board game. And this happens all the time. And that's what it is with Cheez-It Grooves. Like, you can't get them. You can't get them anymore. They stopped making them. They don't plan to remake them again. Because like you said, grooves still exist.
Yeah.
Freaking taco flavored grooves, garbage.
Wow,
those have existed the whole time.
Do that?
It's just like cumin flavored.
Get cumin out of here.
Like, it's like, I don't want that. Anyway,
cumin.
Yeah. Board games, when they get unreleased, when they're out of print, and it's just, you can't get it anymore. It's out.
Patrick had a pretty good add-on to this, is when board games have a companion app that is no longer accessible.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really good one, because, you release a lot of these board games rely heavily. They're like, hey, should we make the game easy to play? And they're like, yeah, just throw that into the app. All the instructions, all the roles, everything.
And there will be like an app that you have to just like use during the game.
But apps need to be updated and supported, and there's no incentive to do that unless this is a huge game that has constant sales. So yeah, if you were to get a used game at a board game store that needed an app, and you went and hadn't been updated since 2019, you're not playing that game.
Nope.
No Cheez-It Grooves for you.
Let's move on.
I have one that also makes me feel this way, like Peterson. Skittles Orchards.
Why did they stop these?
Because I don't think I'm supposed to be happy.
They're not. It's not chocolate Skittles. These are actually good. So why did they stop this?
Feels like this whole universe is a simulation where I'm just not meant to be happy. And Skittles Orchard is a big part of that.
It's all enough like a bunch of little things. There's
just microaggressions, sadnesses in my life.
Like, I just want those Skittles Orchards.
Skittles Orchards, they were all like orchard-based fruits. So apple, peach, cherry, maybe. I don't remember what the other ones were. I do remember the apple flavor in particular was mind-blowing.
So good.
It was a red apple, which I love red apple flavored things in candy because we usually just go green apple.
It's always green apple.
But it was something. Skittles Orchards were not around very long, maybe a year max. They existed for a very brief moment in my memory. They were super amazing while they did last, but I can't ever really go back to them again. This is Halo 3 online multiplayer.
Yeah.
I can't go back to what that was, how it felt. The landscape of online multiplayer gaming is so different now than it was back when I was playing Halo 3 that it is impossible to capture. And I don't have any illusions that they will ever, for any reason, bring back Orchards. I've accepted that. And that's how I kind of feel about the Halo 3. It's just like, it's gone. It's something I have to look back on and feel sad that it's over, but happy that it happened.
Like, they have to have peach Skittles somewhere. Like, because that sounds incredible. Like a peach Skittle. Like, I love it so much. I love peach candy. But that red apple, like, guys, just bring it back. I don't know. Just put it in a Japanese package or something like that. Well, I'll eat it.
Apple,
I'll find it.
cherry, lime.
And the cherry, lime, and orange
are
ones you would know. Those are like ones you would be familiar with. They would taste familiar.
Yeah, so it's not that hard. Like, you was basically two different flavors. Maybe that's why they got rid of them.
But that peach, though, Skittles
peach and
sounds
green
incredible.
Apple, or
you know what I want,
peach
though?
And red apple.
I want a grapefruit Skittle. I love grapefruit candy. Give me a grapefruit Skittle. Skittle would crush it. I know they would.
Starburst, Skittle. There's a lot of missed opportunities.
Grapefruit. There are grapefruit Mentos out there, and there's like ones in like that. Flavor pack. But like in, I don't remember which country. One of the Asian countries, they had packs of them, just grapefruit ones, and I was like, I want that.
Oh man.
So yeah, but they should bring that back. Okay, what did you say?
What
did you say the Skittles one was? I can't remember.
Halo 3.
Oh, yeah. Okay, two more. I'll go fast. Pizza Hut buffet. Did you ever go to the Pizza Hut buffet?
No, I did. No. Wait. Yeah. Oh, no, I did not.
You remember like old school, like the old school Pizza Hut pizza.
There's like a salad bar.
Yeah, they had a salad bar, and then like the old school Pizza Hut pizza that they'd bring to like your elementary school or on every other Friday or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like the big fat kind, the deep dish, which was good. Was it the best pizza out there? No, but when you're a kid, it was. Yeah, it was. And yeah, Pizza Hut buffet. I loved it. Was it the best pizza out on the market? It's not. It never was. But guess what? All we have now for pizza buffets is Pizza Pie Cafe, and that is the most garbage pizza you can buy. Genuinely,
it's offensive. That's all we get.
It's real bad.
It's like, what did we do?
What did we do? And Pizza Hut buffet was like party games. You know, it's like party games like Mario Party, or what was that one on Xbox that I loved? I can't remember. But there's like these party games where you're competing with your buddies, and you've got like all these little mini games, right? Is it the best? Are they the best games? No, but you're going to gorge on this for hours. Gorge on some mediocrity, and you're going to love it so much. And that's what the Pizza Hut buffet was. It was just gorging on mediocrity, which is these party games, which aren't the best games ever, but they're so fun when you got a good group going, and you're going to play it for, honestly, 4 hours straight.
I should mention Altoid Sours because I did talk about retro sours. Already kind of filled you guys in. They came back as retro sours and they were a different thing, but I still loved them just as much as I did the originals. So this is the Age of Empires 2 remaster, which I loved it way back in the day. They brought it back. They kept it exactly the same, tweaked it up a little bit. And I'm like, cool. I jumped right back in. Didn't miss a beat. I was playing the same campaigns, playing the same dumb strategies.
Like, I've done this before.
And I was like, I'm back, baby. And that's how retro sours feel like to me. Just so stoked.
Okay. And my last one, grilled stuffed burrito at Taco Bell. This was my favorite burrito that they ever had. It was big. And it was grilled,
Yeah.
and honestly, you'd go, and this was the only thing you needed. Like, I go to Taco Bell now, and I get a box of, like, one of these and one of these, one of these. When they had grilled stuffed burrito, that's all I would get because it was enough food for me to just eat that one.
Oh, didn't they have this one that had, like, Fritos in it too?
I don't remember. I don't think it did. But it was so good.
To old
It was a
Taco
big
Bell,
fat
2000s Taco Bell was so good.
crushing it.
They were doing new things all the time, and they kept them
Mhm.
all on the menu. Their menu was like 500 things, and they were all amazing. They were all under $3 or $4.
Yeah, like, this is so
You get
good.
a $2 quesarito, you get a couple rollers, and get one of these things. You're out of the door with $8 and like 4,000 calories.
Yeah, just so much food. I miss the grilled stuffed burrito. It was my favorite thing at Taco Bell of all time. Like, it was my number one.
I'm looking at pictures of it online and just getting so sad.
It was so good. It was so good. Tons of flavor. You didn't even need to sauce it.
No.
Like, the other burritos now, like, I would sauce them. This one I didn't need to sauce. But this is that game where it's the only game you need. You know, when you were a kid, and you, like, your mom would be like, you get one game this year. You'd be given 1 or 2 games max that whole year.
Grand Theft
they're
Auto.
expensive. This is the only game you need. You know what I mean? And you're
No.
going to play it for years, and you're going to play it nonstop. You're going to put 1,500 hours in it. This is what the grilled stuffed burrito for me. And it changes over time. Sometimes it's Rocket League. Sometimes it's League of Legends. Sometimes it's PUBG, right? But this game where this is the only game I need.
Under
and that
mine
was my
too is
grilled
our
stuffed
grilled stuffed
burrito.
burrito.
Oh
We're
my
like eating
gosh.
it from either end, like Lady and the Tramp. And we get to the middle, and we
I'm eating
share
the
like
middle
a
and, like,
sloppy grilled stuffed burrito kiss.
It's just like a huge mess of, like, cheese in there, like the melty cheese. And,
No
like,
hands.
oh yeah,
No
why would
hands.
you use hands? That's what our mouths are for. Dude, Lady and Tramping a grilled stuffed burrito. JD and the Tramp. Yep.
JD, and there it is. J, that is amazing. JD and the Tramperson. All right, my last one is PB Crisps. Do you remember these?
PB Crisps? Like, vaguely.
Now,
I can
Google
picture
it
the
and you
bag.
will. Yes. So this is for me, this is an obscure, weird snack that no one
Mhm.
quite remembers. Like, you were like, maybe if I look at the picture. And I only vaguely remember. Like, I maybe had 1 pack of these, or maybe I just had a couple somebody had, but I did definitely eat these. I know what they tasted and felt like in my mouth,
Yeah, I'm seeing it. And I'm like,
but it's
yeah.
really vague. But I do remember liking it quite a bit. And
These were so weird.
so the comparison I have to these is a game for the Nintendo 64, which I didn't have an N64. This game was called Space Station Silicon Valley.
What?
Yes, Space Station Silicon Valley. Again, a game I did not own, a game I could not have played more than 2 or 3 times. But it was a game that stuck with me enough that 30 years later, I still remember the name of it and what it was about and how it played.
No
Just like
way.
with these PB
What
Crisps, it
is
just,
this
stuck
game?
with me. Basically, this game, you played as a microchip, and you take control of different animals to solve puzzles and fight bad guys. This was a big trend in platformers when they hit the 3D space initially, and in just that generation of games where you would have you'd be switching. You'd have a kangaroo character, and then you'd switch to a platypus character, and then you'd switch to because the kangaroo could jump up high and the platypus could swim, and you switch to a dragon character
mash through walls.
Could fly. Yeah, exactly. So this was right in that this was kind of at the forefront of it. Honestly, this was made by Rockstar North pre Grand Theft Auto. So it was like a legit ass studio that made a game. And this. I mean, it was very underappreciated, I feel like, because no one knows what it was.
This is so funny. Just
like PB Crisps, baby. Like, just one crazy vague thing that's just in my memory that I remember just like hitting. And this hit for me. This was fun for me. This is right up my alley. Please, if anyone remembers Space Station Silicon Valley, you should jump on our Discord.
You have to
make
say
me feel
something.
less weird.
Nope. Make me feel so weird for it.
Stick out in my memory. Okay, so that's it, you guys. I want to hear your discontinued foods. We got some good ones from Patrick. Just you guys jump on Discord. Tell us what your discontinued foods are that you wish came back, and then maybe tell us what game that reminds you of or thing that reminds you of.
Dice of Destiny. Nope, not doing it this week.
All right, we're not doing it this week. Dice of Destiny, play a game. We roll some dice for Peterson last week. Rolled any game in the whole
backlog.
World, and he chose Slay the Spire 2, and he hasn't played it enough.
So I haven't played the multiplayer mode of it, which I really want to for this review. My son has done it a bunch, so I was like, hey, we got to play it, and like we haven't been able to sync up and play. So I was like, just give me one more week. I need to play this. I need to play the multiplayer or I need to play the co-op mode of Slay the Spire because that is a big new piece of it. So I can say like it's good. It's like so far like so good. It's just like it's Slay the Spire, but it's got a couple tweaks. You know what I mean? So I do want to play co-op because I think that's like a big add. So I will let you know next week how that goes.
Sweet. Heck yeah. Okay. I love it. All right. Well, that's it. That's the whole kit and caboodle. We recorded the whole episode. Thanks to Snorgle and Patrick and Jeff for hopping on and hanging out on our YouTube. Guys, we stream live on YouTube generally on Sundays, but we're here on a Monday. So sometimes we mix it up. So get in our Discord or subscribe to us on YouTube so you don't miss when we're going live, because we're happy to have you watch later, but we'd rather have you watch when we're live. So you can be mean to us, make fun of us.
Absolutely. That's what we want.
Loved.
Yeah. Don't agree with us ever.
Well, to play us out, we've got Overcome by Scott. I don't know.
It's just a song JD's been into lately.
It's just a song. It's just a song, you guys. Nothing fancy. Just a song.
It's a good one, though.
Yeah.
If you want to like song to chill to, pull Overcome by Scott. Check it. SKOTT, I think.
Yeah.
Check it out.
All right. I'm JD, logging off.
And this is Peterson going AFK.